I graduated from Albuquerque High School in 1967. Then I went to UNM for a year. And at University of New Mexico, I got involved in the United Mexican American Student Association, UMAS. At that time, it was UMAS because the big movement at that time, needless to say, was the Vietnam War. And the big thing was we were looking at the facts that a lot of our Hispanic youth was being sent to war, to fight in the Vietnam War. And, you know, there was an outcry nationally already denouncing that war as one that, you know, we shouldn't be involved in. So UMAS was involved in, at that time, not only trying to get students into the university, but also, you know, looking at the issues that the Vietnam War had in relation to students who were being drafted into the Army.
So, who recruited you to UNM?
Let's see. At that time, it was MEChA, Movimiento Estudiantil Chicanos de Aztlán, and we had a good base that had been started in 1968, and I came here in 1969. And so I got involved in MEChA at that time, and with you know, Erasmo Gamboa, Lupe Gamboa, Jesus Rodriguez.
So MEChA recruited you from Mexico?
No, I had been living here. I came up here to live here. I came. I went to UNM for a little bit, and then I came back. I came here to work, you know, and I worked for Boeing, for example. And at that time, I got to know that there was the University of Washington was looking at recruits, but I already had some background at University of New Mexico, so it was a matter of just transferring in.
Okay. What did you end up getting your degree at the UW?
Sociology, major and minor in psychology, and I finished that program in 1972.
So from what years were you at the UW?
69 to 72.
69 to 72.
And primarily involved in Movimiento Estudiantil Chicanos de Aztlán. The big movement then was, of course, recruiting more students into the programs, undergraduate programs as well as graduate programs. And we had a fair number of people that were recruited into the graduate programs, so we got good representation there. We looked at, of course, the farm workers issue was the big one here, to consider and try to do as much as we could as students. For example, boycotting certain grocery stores in town, making sure that the plight of the farm worker was recognized and acknowledged in the community. We also needed students in the undergraduate program, so there was a large effort to recruit a lot of students, or a fair number of students, as many as we could, from the Yakima Valley and the Columbia Basin area.